runs later on tonight in the men's team sprint. And now, race for the medals in the women's team pursuit. And first up, the race for bronze, Canada A. There was a Canada B trying to qualify this morning. And for gold, European champions against world champions. Look at Maggie Coles-Lister leading things off for Canada. The rider for Roland on the road. Heavily involved in the Flanders big races. And there's the Canadian team, Maggie Coles-Lister, Sarah Van Dam, both of them Champions League experience as well. Erin Atwell and Ariane Bonhomme. We'll look at Italy, Clara Caponi, Valentine Fortin, Marion Bora, and Marie Linette. This French side, very interesting. They sort of span the main French country. Of course, there are other parts of France that are islands all over around the world. But Linette is from the Brittany region. She's from Pontigny. Marion Bora from the Rhône Alps in the southeast. Valentine Fortin from Toulouse in the southeast, closer to the Pyrenees. And Clara Caponi is from Aix-en-Provence in the south. And in the early going, it's France to the lead. And then in qualifiers today, France put up a very, very close race in round one against Great Britain. They were level or even slightly ahead for a good chunk of the race. Britain just powerful in the end when you have Katie Archibald pulling away. That's what allowed Great Britain to pull away and claim the race. But France rode them close. The Canadian side, however, they really rode into the race. Not one of the fastest starters, but they certainly finished strong. And at this point of the race, it is just about 0.2 of a second. France in front. All four riders still in. We are a quarter of the way through. Look at that speed they're carrying right now. 62.5 kilometers an hour. Four riders still on both sides. And France pulling it out a little bit. Canadian side, bronze in the team pursuit a year ago. Exactly the same side. It's behind Great Britain and Germany. And the Canadians are inside half a second. And now France adding to that advantage as we are closing in on the halfway mark. 16 laps, 4,000 meters. The French looking very composed. 0.8 of a second to the good right now. That was Marie Linette leading things away for France. The 24-year-old, she rides for FDJ Suez on the road. And now it's closing in on a second past the halfway mark. Canada down to 3 riders. France just about, it's actually not that huge of an advantage, 1.3. At moments you look like they almost can have Canada in sight on the straightaway. But now it is the Canadians in front, or the Canadians in behind rather. Sarah Van Dam taking a big pull. It was Van Dam in front for Canada. France still with all 4 riders. And it is about 1.5 seconds. And the French, I mentioned earlier, they didn't finish terribly strongly against Great Britain, but they look to be rectifying that right now. 1.7 ahead as we are closing in on 3/4 distance. All 4 riders still there for France. The Canadians almost 2 seconds behind. Ariane Bonhomme leading the way. Clara Caponi The 25-year-old riding for Lidl Trek on the road, who was just in front that last time. Now it's Valentine Fortin. She rides for Cofidis. Elimination silver medalist from last year's World Championships in Glasgow. And adding to that lead, the Canadians are together. They're just not able to make any indent into that French side. France also down to 3 riders. And leading things around. And there is the bell. France looking like they are on their way to a bronze medal. Almost 2.5 seconds advantage, plenty of time to bring this around, and it will be France in formation at the line to claim bronze. And the Canadians 3.5 seconds adrift, will have to settle for 4th place, just off the podium. France were 7th at the European Championships. They will pick up a bronze medal here today. So the first medal of the day for the French, or of the weekend for the French, rather. And of course, so much preparation with the expectation of a nation on their shoulders. Track cycling will be one of the, well, anything with bikes will be a prestige event this summer in France, in Paris. Of course, the Velodrome in Saint-Quentin-en-Yvelines, just outside of downtown Paris. And now the race for gold. Rainbow bands on one side, European Championship colors on the other.